Good morning, everyone. Stacy Alcorn here. This morning we have with us Larry Durham from Prime Street. If you are a New England agent who's attending our program this morning, Prime Street is a fairly new lead program that we're just rolling out for the first time. If you're one of our Florida agents, you've probably been familiar with Prime Street as we've been using it at least for the last 3 or 4 years. So either way, we've invited Larry Durham from Prime Street on just to talk about how you can maximize your lead capture and conversion using this great new program. So welcome, Larry.
Thank you so much, Stacy, for that outstanding introduction. And good morning, everybody. So my name is Larry Durham, and I'm an account manager with Prime Street, and I'm super excited to share some valuable information with the agents today. So I know three things about agents. A, they have short attention spans. B, they like to eat. And C, they like to close. So I'm going to try to help you guys out with at least two of those today. So today's meeting is going to be pretty short, maybe about 20 minutes. We're going to cover the Prime Street program. We're going to cover how you become active if you were not, because you got to be in it to win it. And then we're going to close today's agent training with some best tips and practices designed to help you agents on the call today maximize your lead flow. So let's get started. So with Prime Street is a referral program for agents. And the way that our program works is pretty simple. We basically reach out to customers who have expressed an interest in purchasing or listing a property, or that are working with a mortgage or a lending company and have not committed to an agent yet. So our team will basically ask them some of the questions that you see on your screen now so that we can get a better understanding of where they are in their process. So our team will ask questions such as, are you looking to buy or sell in the next 3 to 6 months? What location are you interested in? Your price point? Are you working with an agent? And then based on the answers to these questions, our team will decide if we need to further nurture these leads or if they're ready to work with a fantastic agent like yourself. So if they're ready to work with an agent, that's when our system kicks in. So the Prime Street representative will start to send referral lead invitations out to agents in the area where the customer is interested in doing business based on agent scores. The first agent to click the lead referral will win that lead. Then the Prime Street representative will call the agent so we can share the information we collected from the customer and do a live transfer to that customer with the agent on the line so that the agent can verify that information and, most importantly, schedule a meeting with the customer. So just to give you an illustration of how that looks, once the Prime Street representative has a live customer on the line that we're ready to transfer, we'll send out the first lead referral to the first agent. And then after 10 minutes, after 10 seconds, we'll send it to the second agent, and then so forth and so on until one of the agents clicks accept. So once an agent clicks accept, the lead will disappear from the other agents because we only assign one lead per agent. One of the things I want to cover with you guys today with our program is designed to make it easier for agents to work more leads. The more leads that you guys work, the more deals you can get under contract, close, and the more commission you can earn. So I would love for you guys to view the Prime Street logo as a cash making sign, because that's what it could be, a commission making sign for you guys. So once one of you guys wins the lead, it's very important that you schedule a meeting with the customer. So with our program, we really see it being three things that you have to do to be successful. A, you have to have a live app so that we can send you lead notifications in the app. And B, you have to meet with the customers as soon as possible. 70% of customers will work with the first agent that they meet. Not that they know, not that's in their family, but the first agent that they meet. So this program is designed to help agents meet more customers that can become clients, that you can get get deals closed with, and you can earn commission. Any questions on how the Prime Street program works? Stacy, I don't know if you want to just have them put questions in the chat or you want to have them come off mute, but I'm ready to handle questions any way they may come.
Okay, I see, I'm watching the Q&A and the chat box, so if anybody has questions so far. One question I had is, so basically your program is for any agent, I believe, that's been in the business for at least 6 months. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Secondly, if you're a newer agent, you kind of have to work your way up. So one of the things when I was talking to your team, they said, sometimes if you're a newer agent, you're going to get the lower price leads for a while, but don't get discouraged because that's how you earn your way to the better leads, correct?
That is correct. Not only that, but the fact of the matter is there going to be more activity for the higher price leads and less activity for the lower price leads. So to Stacy's point, if you are a newer agent, this is a fantastic program to take advantage of because you will be able to not only help these buyers and listers in their property, but some of the more seasoned agents are going to be a little bit more tactical in the leads they go after, leaving more leads like this available for you. And when you close a lead with any lead program, including Prime Street, you actually elevate and accelerate yourself to the top of the list. So you could really go from a new agent and really get a lot of leads and close a lot of business in a short period of time. All you need is that first close, and then you're going to be off to the races.
Gotcha. Another question that somebody gave, and I think the best way to answer this, if you guys go back to the email I sent last week, I included a list of the counties that we currently cover with Prime Street. So Prime Street does not cover all of Massachusetts, although many of our Florida agents, I would say across the board, you cover all of the marketplace we cover in Florida. So if you're a Florida agent interested in Prime Street, you can definitely sign up. If you are a Massachusetts agent, you do not cover the entire state, although you do cover several counties. If you go back to the email, just in case, I'm not sure if you have the list, Larry, I took the list you had sent me, sent that out. And also you noted that one of your goals is to also open up Worcester County pretty soon because we do have several agents in that market.
That is correct. So the last slide of the presentation today is going to contain my contact information, Stacy, and I want to challenge all of the agents on the call today to reach out to me via email, or they can text me with the areas that they cover, and I'll give them a specific recommendation for a zip code.
Great. And then one agent's asking, what is the name of the app in the Apple App Store?
Great question. We're going to cover that in the next section because you cannot go to the App Store and download our app. You have to follow a 4-step process in order to download it. But great question. Sounds like you're ready to go, Stacy. They're ready to get
I think we're ready to go.
Fantastic. So let's go to the next step, which is going to be, how do you download the app so you can start receiving leads? So with the Prime Street program, all agents that participate have to be invited by a broker. So a broker must extend an invitation for an agent to join the program. And as Stacy alluded to, our only requirement is that you have had your real estate license for a minimum of 6 months. So guys, this system is pretty simple. If you have a real estate license for 6 months and you have a mobile device, we can send you some extra leads. When you receive these leads, in order to receive the leads, you have to follow 4 steps to download the app. And those 4 steps will include receiving a welcome questionnaire from your broker. So that first email is going to be an overview of the Prime Street program. And the questionnaire attached will give us your background as an agent. So we know which MLS system you're utilizing, what area of the market you're going to be working in, and then your experience as an agent. So we could try to use that information when matching you with a customer. Once you complete that first email, which is your questionnaire, then you'll be sent a second email, which is your agent agreement. The agent agreement covers the terms and conditions to participate and to stay in good standing in the Prime Street Lead program. Once you complete the agent agreement, a third email will be sent to you, and that's going to be some short training videos. And these training videos are pretty cool because they'll show you the ins and outs of the app. They'll show you how you can add and you can remove leads. And most importantly, they'll show you how you can maximize your lead flow with setting up your profile. Once you complete your training videos, an invite code will be sent to you or be triggered once you complete that training. That is what you're going to use to download the app, which is your fourth and final step. Getting an invite code after you complete your training videos, which will allow you to then download the app and then set it up on your device. So, Stacy, I want to make sure that the agents catch that last part because that's the part that can be a little tricky for some agents. You can't go to the App Store or you can't go to Google Play and download the app. You have to have it downloaded once you finish the training videos because we're going to give you a special invite code. So just to recap, the 4 steps you have to take to activate your app include completing your questionnaire that's sent to you by your broker, or we can send you a questionnaire as well if you haven't received one. Once you complete that questionnaire, step 2 is complete your agent agreement email. Step 3 is to complete your training videos, which will initiate an invite code for you to do the last and 4th step, which is downloading the app on your iOS device or your Android device and setting up your profile settings, which we're going to cover here in the last part of the training today. Any questions on how you activate your app?
No.
Awesome. Well, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this app works. So you're an agent and you have downloaded the app, yay! And you get your first lead that comes through. So I'm going to share with you guys now some best tips and practices in order to work the most leads and close the most leads with the Prime Street program. So the first gem I'm going to share with you, I think I already stated, you want to make sure you have an active app. Once you make sure you have an active app, it's very important that you make sure that notifications are turned on in the app because that's the way that we send you leads. So if you have an iPhone or Android phone, you want to go into the settings of the app and make sure that notifications are turned on. If you are an iOS user, make sure if you have additional iOS products, such as an iPad or Apple Watch, that notifications are turned off on any additional iOS products. You want to make sure that the leads come to your phone because they won't be able to be recognized on an iPad or a watch, and you'll miss out on those leads. So if you are an iOS or Apple user, turn the notification app off on your watch and on your iPad and any other devices. You only want notifications turned on the cell phone. With my Android users, if you receive multiple notifications from multiple apps, it's very important that you clear your notifications so that you have less than 10. If you're an Android user and you have more than 10 notifications, then all of your notifications will go in one group and you won't be able to tell if you're getting a lead from Prime Street because it'll be lumped in with the rest of your notifications. So for my Android users, our recommendation or our best tip is to at least on a daily basis, go through and make sure you have less than 10 notifications or clear them all. That way, you'll make sure you'll be notified specifically if you receive a Prime Street app moving forward. And my last best tip on receiving notifications is to make sure you have a ringer or a sounder on for your notifications. One of the things that Stacy and I covered when we reviewed the account is we feel like a lot of agents are just not aware that they're getting leads because A, their notifications may not be on, or B, it may not ring, so they may not know they're getting a notification. Don't be that agent. Make sure you take that extra step towards your success by making sure A, you have your notifications on, and B, you have a ringer or a sounder affiliated with that notification so that your phone will make some noise and you'll know when you're getting a lead. Now let's talk about the leads. So you're an agent, you receive a lead notification, and you have two options, guys. Really, you have three options when you receive a lead. So when you receive a lead, you can either click accept, and if you click accept, that means your phone's going to ring once you win that lead. You have to talk to the customer live on the telephone. So if you have time, we strongly recommend clicking accept as fast as possible. Speed or response time is going to really dictate the amount of leads you're going to be able to win, especially in the Massachusetts market. So if you don't have time to talk, or after reviewing the lead is not something that you're interested in working, click decline. In the Prime Street lead program, it's okay when you decline a lead. It will not have a negative impact on your score. All that we ask is that you do it pretty fast, because response time is going to really have a big factor in your agent score. The only other option that you have when leads are sent to you is to not respond or to ignore the lead, which is a no-no. You want to make sure that you respond to all lead invitations sent to you. And you can respond by clicking accept or decline. But if you ignore the lead, or you do not respond, A, you don't give yourself an opportunity to earn that business, and B, it lowers your agent score. So that means you'll receive less leads moving forward in the future. So don't let that happen to yourself. Make sure that when a lead notification comes through, if you have time to talk, click accept as fast as you can. But if you don't have time to talk, or you don't like the lead for whatever the reason, it's okay to click decline. All right. So you click accept, you win the lead, we transfer the call to you, and you schedule a meeting, which is the most important part of that call. Once you get off the phone with the customer, your very next step needs to be going into the app so that you can update the lead. So inside the app, we have different stages in your funnel. When we send you a lead, the stage that the lead will be in is called spoken with status. It's very important that you move the status from spoken with to met with or shown homes. And of course, we want you to meet with the customers to show them homes, but it's going to have a very big impact on your agent score in getting new and more leads once you update the lead status from spoken with to met with inside of the app. Once again, my contact information is going to be on the last slide of today's presentation. If you have any questions or issues, please feel free to reach out to my team, because that part of the app is very important in getting you guys more leads and getting you more closes. So unfortunately, sometimes when you guys get leads, the leads don't work out. It may not be a good fit. Or what happens, what I see a lot with these leads are the longer it takes for you to get in touch with the leads, sometimes it's harder to get people re-engaged. So whatever the case may be, if you have to delete or remove a lead, that's fine. All that we ask is that you use um, one of the indicators on that screen to let us know why you're removing the lead. You know, maybe they were unresponsive. You reached out to them more than 7 times and they didn't reach back out. You may want to remove them for that. Or maybe after meeting with them, you guys realize that they're not going to be in the market for 2 or 3 years due to, you know, they have to get a down payment built up or their credit, whatever the situation is. But we want you guys to make sure you choose an option for removing the lead. That way we know we need to go re-nurture them, or we just need to go and find new business. So as we close the agent training out today, I want to go over profile settings to share with you guys what agents who are really working a lot of leads and closing a lot of leads with Prime Street are doing, so you guys can do the same thing. So inside of your app, you can go to your profile page, and in the top right-hand corner, there's going to be a square box with a pencil in it. Once you click on that box, that will allow you to make changes and updates to your Prime Street app. So one of the most important settings that we want you guys to consider is your availability. Prime Street sends leads Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then on Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. The more availability you have to receive a lead, the more leads that you guys will be able to work. So these hours are not necessarily the hours that you guys spend on your business. These are just the hours that you're available for lead generation or to potentially work with a new customer. So do keep that in mind and do keep your availability as broad as possible. That way, you'll put yourself in position to work the most leads as possible. Stacy alluded to the importance of choosing a zip code. And one of the things I shared with her is I typically work with one of two kinds of agents. Either the first types of agents will use a zip code where they live or where the office is located. The second agent would pick a zip code that we recommend that has heavy activity in the area where they cover. You guys have to decide which type of agent you're going to be. One that's just going to put in your zip code where you live at because it's easiest for you, or you're going to choose a zip code in the area that you cover that has the heaviest lead volume, which will give you the opportunity to work and close the most deals. Knowing Stacy like I do, I suggest you guys pick B and pick an active area so you can work some leads and close some deals. So once you do receive a lead, we do want to make sure that you guys understand that we stay on top of the leads to make sure that they're worked so that we can help as many customers as possible and close as many deals as possible. So our expectation is that you guys are inside of the app updating that lead. We recommend twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays, you can review your activity from the weekend, and then Fridays, you can review your activity from the week. But it's very important that once you receive a lead, the lead has to be notated, and a note can be sent listings, scheduled to meet next week, sent to credit repair, whatever the next action item is working with that customer. We want you to notate that inside of the app. Or you can change the sales funnel status. So maybe you're showing them homes and you get one under contract, or you got a deal that is closed. You have to have some kind of activity on the lead at least once a week. If you go 7 days without any activity on that lead, our system will automatically flag that as an overdue lead, and it will reduce your lead flow moving forward until you update that old lead. And unfortunately, if you go 14 days without updating a lead, our system will put you on an automatic administrative hold, and you will not receive any new leads until that old lead has been updated. Once again, don't put yourself in that situation. Don't cost yourself multiple new leads because you have an out-of-date old lead. Put a calendar reminder on your calendar of choice to check your Prime Street app twice a week to make sure that you're staying on top of your leads so that your agent score can be as high as possible and you can work the most amount of leads possible. That's going to basically cover it for today's training. I want to open up the floor, Stacy, for questions for maybe the next 5 to 6 minutes. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank you for allowing us to train your agents. We are super excited to go into 2024 and increase our market share, especially in the Massachusetts market, so that we can try to get it as one of our top markets, like we have the Florida market that we're currently working.
All
So
right.
on the screen, I also want to point out that we have some contact information. So if you guys ever run into any issues regarding the app, feel free to reach out to our fantastic support team. You can email them at agentsupport@primestreet.io. That's agentsupport@primestreet.io. Or you can contact me. You can email me at larry.durham@primestreet.io. That's larry.durham@primestreet.io. Or you can text or call me at 757-571-8899. So with that, Stacy, I'm going to open up the floor to any kind of questions.
Yes, we have a bunch of questions.
Let's
First,
go.
I want to verify it's a 35% referral fee on anything that closes. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, that's number one. Secondly, When I was talking to the support team at Prime Street, just so agents know, I believe there's a way monthly that if you watch one training program monthly, that it increases your agent score, which increases your likelihood of getting leads. Is that correct?
That is correct. So we have a program for agents to earn an extra 5 points on their agent score. And this is so crucial, guys, that Stacy's bringing this up because this can be the difference between you getting multiple leads or a higher property value lead as opposed to a lower one with just 5 points a month. So on the third Thursday of every month, Prime Street conducts a virtual webinar, and the webinar is designed to strengthen the tool set of the agent. So the webinars are pretty interesting, and they basically cover different things you can do as an agent to close more business. So if you are interested in earning 5 points, to adding 5 points to your agent score, you have to do three things. A, you have to register for the webinar with your email address that you use on your Prime Street account. The second thing is we want you guys to watch the webinar. So the webinars will be on the third Thursday of each month at 12 o'clock, but there's also going to be a recording that'll be available until the following Monday. So you can watch the webinar live or you can watch a recording. And then the third thing that you have to do is to complete a survey based on your feedback from watching the webinar. The survey has to be completed by the following Monday that the webinar was presented, the previous Thursday, in order for you to get credit, the 5 points. So just to review, you have to register your email address for the webinar, watch the webinar, and then complete the survey by the following Monday, and then we'll add 5 points to your agent score, which will give you an opportunity to work some more leads and close some more business.
Okay, secondly, just a reminder, in talking to your agent support team, if you speak multiple languages or a second language, you should put that into the system. There's a place where you can update the languages. Is that correct, Larry?
Yes, ma'am. So if you are a Spanish speaker, you can take Spanish speaking leads as well. You would go into your profile settings, and there's an option in there for you to accept Spanish leads as well. If you have any questions on how to activate that, feel free to reach out to myself or my team, and we'll be more than happy to help you with that.
Okay, next we had an agent ask, let's say I'm going on vacation and I just want to shut off leads for a week. Can I do that?
Stacy, you let agents have vacations? I'm appalled. I don't believe it. If they are going on vacation, they could definitely pause the app. You will go into your profile settings, and I believe it is at the top, which would allow you to pause leads until a certain date. So let's say, for example, like myself, I'm going to Mardi Gras next week. So I would put on there that I'll be back on Thursday, which is the 15th. So I would pause all leads until the 15th or 2/15/24. That's how I would do it in the app. So the big thing is to make sure that you unpause yourself so that you can start to receive leads once you're available. But it's perfectly okay, and it will not have a negative impact on your agent score if you pause yourself, if you're going to be going out to dinner, the movies, church, whatever the case may be.
All right, next, I believe, so we're in the section where you can change like the price range of leads that you want. If you're an agent and you go in and you can't increase or change the price range that you want, it is probably because you are a newer agent. Is that correct, Larry? That the newer agents have to work the lower price leads to start with?
Stacy, you are firing on all cylinders today. You are 1000% correct. So inside of our app, we basically categorize agents in one of two ways. Either a rising star agent, which is an agent who has closed less than 7 deals in the last 12 calendar months, or a veteran. And a veteran is an agent who has closed 7 or more deals in the last 12 calendar months. So if you're an agent that has not closed those deals, you'll be considered a rising star, and it will have some limitations on what you can do inside of the app. However, If you have closed 7 or more deals in the last 12 calendar months, then you can your app profile settings are going to be opened all the way up.
All right, and then this looks like the last question. So when setting up the zip codes, is it that you pick one zip code and then like a radius around that zip code, or can you put in multiple zip codes that you cover?
Great question. So with our app, you'll have the opportunity to choose one zip code, and we'll send you leads from that one zip code and up to a 25 square mile radius. It's very important that you choose that 25 square mile radius inside the app, because we do give you options to choose 10, 15, 20. But if you want to work the most leads, that means you have to cover the largest area. And that's going to be really important for the Massachusetts market. As Stacy alluded to, currently our biggest market that we cover there is the Boston market. However, we do have some leads available in Worcester. Is that how you say it?
Worcester.
Worcester. So if you are an agent that covers Worcester, I challenge you to reach out to me because I may be able to. I'll be able to give you guys a zip code that can help you there. But that challenge I extend to all of the agents. Please reach out to me and let me know what area that you cover, and I'll let you know the zip code that has the heaviest lead volume in it, so you can work and close those leads.
All right, and then one last piece. So if you're a Lair agent and you have not yet signed up for Prime Street, the best way to sign up is to email us at happyagent@lairrealty.com. Let us know that you want to be added to the Prime Street rotation. Ashley will go in, set you up as an agent, either in Massachusetts or Florida. And then what is the process from there, Larry? They receive a welcome email with those 4 steps they have to take?
That is correct. So they'll receive a welcome email. So they'll receive the 4 steps they have to take to activate. And then they'll also receive that first email, which is a questionnaire.
Okay. And then for some of our Florida agents, once we sent out the email, we had some of our Florida agents already do really well with Prime Street, but some of them said, I was on it 2 years ago and I haven't really been using it. How do I get reactivated in it? Is that something that they should just reach out to you guys?
Absolutely. So if you've had your app for a while and you want to basically relaunch it, reach out to us because we can help you do that. We can either update some training, which I strongly recommend. The training's only about 15-minute, guys, so it's not that long, but you'll be surprised on a couple of nuggets that you'll pick up that'll really help you close more deals. So I think it's a good investment to go through the training again. However, depending on the version of the app that you have and our current version, we may be able to just reactivate it on the back end, or you may have to go through some of the activation steps. It's just all going to depend on the version of the app that you're currently working and the last time you access the app.
Okay, awesome. I think we have most of our questions answered, and we're excited to do some business with Prime Street.
Woohoo! So, Stacy, I'm going to share a copy of this presentation deck with you. You can feel free to share it with the agents as well. Once again, we want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for participating in the program. And as I stated during the training, this is pretty simple. If you have a cell phone, we can send you some leads. You got to have an active app. You want to make sure that your notifications are turned on, and you want to check up on the app at least twice a week. If you can do those things, you can work more leads, you can close more business and earn more commission. If you were able to earn an extra $20,000 or $30,000 in 2024, what would you do with it? Well, we look forward to helping you be in that position by generating leads with Prime Street. So my name is Larry Durham on behalf of Prime Street. Thank you guys so much for investing in your business, and go get them.
All right, awesome. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.